Hey LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K22 Universe Mode. Welcome back to Impact Wrestling. We are kicking off tonight with the Impact Tag Team titles on the line. We're kicking off with Danhausen making his way to the ring. The very nice, very evil Danhausen making his way down to the ring. FTR continuing their conquest of trying to fight every team in Impact to prove themselves as the best team around. Tonight, Danhausen and his tag team partner, none other than Eric Redbeard, the team known as Beardhausen, are next up on the docket to challenge. So Eric Redbeard making his way down to the ring. Beardhausen have been a fan favorite team in Impact. Many believe that one day they actually will somehow become the champions. It's very possible. So Beardhausen have made their way to the ring. Here come the champions. Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, FTR, making their way to the ring. Last week it was the major players. Before that, SCU. Every team that has stepped up, FTR has been able to take down. What a night we've got ahead of us on Impact tonight. We're going to be seeing the Ring of Honor World Champion Dalton Castle in action tonight against Steve Macklin. That'll be a big matchup. As well as that, we got a huge main event of Josh Alexander versus Matt Cardona, and plenty more to go. So FTR have made their way to the ring. The Impact Tag Team titles up for grabs. So it's going to be Danhausen starting it off with Dax Harwood. Here we go. Oh, Harwood shoves him back. Harwood, snapmare to Danhausen, takes him down, hits the ropes, drop kick. And of course, the obligatory "how does Danhausen keep getting title matches" joke. I need to mention that one. Harwood now getting Danhausen back up to his feet, kicks him in the ribs, and again. Knocks him to the ropes now, and Harwood grabs Danhausen, gets him up, bounces him into the ropes. Suplex takes him down. Goes for a kick, Danhausen back to his feet. Danhausen with a knee strike, knocking back Harwood. Harwood shoves him away, runs him over. Down goes Danhausen. Harwood kicking him down. Danhausen back to his feet with another knee strike. Harwood runs him over yet again. And now Dax getting him back up to his feet, and Dax the Axe gets caught with a kick from Danhausen. Danhausen went for a kick. Dax Harwood takes him down. Belly to belly. Knocks down Danhausen. And now Harwood kicking him down. Dax Harwood grabs a hold of Danhausen, getting him back up to his feet. Harwood with Danhausen into the corner. Tag made to Cash Wheeler. And now Dax and Cash, here we go, with a double team. Down goes Danhausen. Cash getting him back up to his feet. We know FTR and Danhausen, they are friends, but friendship goes out the window when it's all about tag team gold. As Cash knocked him in the ropes, Danhausen sends him off the ropes, ducks him. Danhausen hits the ropes for a big clothesline of his own, taking him down. And now tag is made to the Big Red. Eric Redbeard is in. He walks across the chest. Redbeard goes for a kick. Cash sweeps the leg and takes him down. And now Cash Wheeler kicking him down again. Wheeler, oh, Redbeard back to his feet. Redbeard clobbers him. And now Redbeard getting him back up, and Redbeard launches him at the ropes. Redbeard's got him down and walks across him again. Redbeard with another kick, he's got him down. Redbeard into the corner. Tag is made to Danhausen. And now Danhausen standing over Cash Wheeler after Redbeard ran him over like that. Danhausen grabs onto him, and Danhausen takes out the arm. Danhausen now pulling back on the arm of Cash Wheeler. Cash in some trouble. Danhausen's got him down. Danhausen getting him back up to his feet, and Danhausen pops up. Cash slams him down. Now Danhausen getting stomped by Wheeler. Wheeler with a boot to the side of the head of Danhausen. And the very nice, very evil Danhausen's in some trouble. Cash Wheeler, though, sent over the top rope by Danhausen. Danhausen with a right hook, and Danhausen drops him in the ropes. Down goes Cash Wheeler. Tag's made back to Redbeard. And now Redbeard going up to the top rope. Eric Redbeard gonna look to fly. Redbeard. Oh, caught with a jab by Cash Wheeler, who sweeps the leg of Danhausen while he's at it. And now Wheeler back into the ring. Here comes Redbeard. And Redbeard grabs a hold of him. Redbeard pulls him in, up on the shoulders, countered. Oh, what a toss by Redbeard. Getting him back up to his feet now, Eric Redbeard. Choke slam to Wheeler, taking him down. Into a cover now. Cash Wheeler in some trouble for the 1, 2. No, it's saved by Dax Harwood. Now Redbeard's got a hold of Harwood. Redbeard with Dax Harwood. Stun gun, taking him down. Dax Harwood gets turned around. Redbeard, full Nelson. Slammed down. Wheeler rolls him through. Cash Wheeler. Cover. 1. No. And now Dax has got it out of the ring before the referee counts him in. Oh, referee was at the count of 4 as well. As now the Iron Claw from Redbeard. 1, 2. Harwood with the last second save. And now Dax thrown at the ropes. He's grabbed again. And now Dax Harwood. Harwood's got to get out of the ring. And he does. And now Harwood is down on the outside. Wheeler, whoa, counters. Wheeler swings Redbeard around. Cash Wheeler with Redbeard up. Knee into the back takes him down. And now Cash Wheeler with Redbeard in the corner. Down goes Danhausen. Tag is made to Harwood. Here we go. Big rig from FTR. 1, 2. No. Now Harwood getting Redbeard up to his feet, and Harwood punched in the face again. Redbeard knocks him back. And now Redbeard's got him by the face. Redbeard, choke slam. Cover for the 1, 2, no. And now Eric Redbeard grabs him. Oh my God, he's going to do it again. Another choke slam. Tag is made back to Danhausen. And Dax Harwood went for a chop. Danhausen gets caught with an elbow. And Danhausen sent across the ring into the corner. Tag is made back to Cash. Dax has taken about 3 choke slams, so it makes sense for him to try and get out of there. Knee to the ribs from Cash Wheeler. And now Cash stomping on him repeatedly. Cash Wheeler. Oh, counter for counter here. Oh, what a kick from Danhausen. Redbeard back into the ring now. Wheeler staggers back to his feet. Wheeler, code-breaker! But a rope break's going to save Redbeard on that one. And now Wheeler stomping away on him. Redbeard back to his feet. They collide. And now Redbeard's got Cash Wheeler up. Wheeler elbowing him in the head. Wheeler knocks him back. Cash Wheeler gets turned around. Redbeard, counter for counter. Wheeler taking him down. Cash Wheeler rolls him through. Jackknife cover. 1, 2. Danhausen with the save. Oh, what a clothesline to Danhausen. Danhausen goes crashing to the floor off that one. Redbeard sent back into the corner. There's a chop from Cash Wheeler. Tag is made back to Harwood. FTR going for a second. Big rig to Redbeard. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Just like that, FTR retain the Impact Tag Team Championships. Big win there for FTR, the tag champions, retaining yet again. A pair of big rigs to Redbeard was able to seal the deal. Your winners and still the Impact Tag Team Champions, FTR. We got plenty more coming up. Dalton Castle will be in action up next, but before that, we're going to hear from the man, the Fish, the legend, Bobby Fish. Blake Christian. You know, I don't work here. I have no contract, but I'm just here to make your life hell. Because you took everything from me, Blake. And I want a chance to make it right. I'm going to give you the chance to make it right. Because at Death Before Dishonored on January 1st, 2023, I want you to put the pure title on the line in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Because then I can take it back to AEW and smash it across the face of Kenny Omega. And until you give me that match, Blake, I'll keep showing up here without a contract, and I will keep making your life a living nightmare. And there's no lie in that one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some more singles action, as here comes Steve Maclin to the ring. Maclin has a big opportunity on his hands here tonight as he makes his way down to the ring. Steve Maclin has an opportunity to go one-on-one with a sitting world champion right now. One of the biggest matches of his career is about to go down. Crazy to think this is the same guy that, you know, was very temporarily involved in the biggest story in LS11 Universe at one point in Season 2. No disrespect to Maclin or anything, I'm just saying it's crazy to see how far he's come since just being a henchman, isn't it? So Steve Maclin's made his way to the ring, but it's time for the Ring of Honor World Champion. Here comes Dalton Castle. You can see the boys in his corner. Dalton Castle making his way down to the ring. Last week he made a very special appearance where he was confronted by Christopher Daniels, and now tonight Dalton Castle making his way down to the ring. He wants it all. Dalton Castle goes one-on-one with Steve Maclin. Here we go. You know, Dalton Castle, not only is he the first ever LS11 Ring of Honor champion, he's the only man in over a year to have pinned Samoa Joe in the LS11 Universe. And Joe is the sitting LS11 Impact World Champion. So Dalton Castle grabs Steve Maclin, sends him off the ropes, and Castle ducks under him. Dalton Castle, they collide. Macklin grabs a hold of him now, and Steve Macklin with Dalton Castle. Taking him towards the corner. Countered. Castle knocking him back with some elbow strikes. And now Dalton Castle. Oh, gets turned around. And Macklin takes him down. Dalton Castle goes down. Steve Macklin grabs the arm, kicks him in the side of the head, and again, and again. Macklin has him down. Now Macklin getting Castle back up to his feet. Steve Macklin with Dalton Castle. Pulls him in, gets him up for a suplex. Macklin, no, Dalton Castle slips out of it, and Steve Macklin goes for a ride with a German suplex. There's a kick to the hand. Castle kicking out the hands of Steve Macklin. Macklin with a running clothesline takes him down. And now Macklin grabs onto Castle. Steve Macklin taking Dalton Castle towards the corner, slams him head first into the corner. And now grabs a hold of him. Right hook connects, and Steve Macklin goes across the ring. Oh, double knees knocks Castle back first into the corner. Remember, Dalton Castle broke his back several years ago wrestling, and now he's got to fight through that. He can't let that back be a target tonight as he grabs him and takes down Macklin. Dalton Castle now kicking him down. Dalton Castle. Macklin back to his feet. Macklin with a clothesline flooring the champion. Now Macklin getting him back up to his feet, and Macklin pops him up. Macklin throws him across, gets thrown across the ring by Dalton Castle. And now Dalton Castle kicking him down. Castle keeping Macklin down. Steve Macklin going down. Castle repeatedly kicking him now, and Castle punching Macklin in the face now. Kicks him down again now. Macklin's down. Castle gets caught. Macklin sweeps the leg of Dalton Castle. Grabs a hold of him now, and Steve Macklin pulls him in, grabs Dalton Castle, sends him over the top rope. Throws a right hook, grabs a hold of him, countered. Dalton Castle now going up to the top rope. Oh, right hook again. Dalton Castle. Double axe handle connects. There's a kick knocking him down. Castle getting him back up to his feet. Dalton Castle with a jab knocks him back. Macklin. German suplex to Castle. Into a cover now. With a 1-2 kick out. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting word in my headset now. I've got a big matchup for Sacrifice to announce after this matchup as, oh, a German suplex from Dalton Castle, and it happens to involve Dalton Castle. You might remember last week, Dalton Castle was challenged by Christopher Daniels, the Fallen Angel, and Daniels, oh, wait a minute, Castle, overhead suplex. Remember, Christopher Daniels challenged Dalton Castle for the Ring of Honor World title, and Castle said, keep dreaming. I've got a big announcement involving those two after this matchup. Off the ropes, Dalton Castle takes down Steve Macklin, and now Castle gonna look to end it. Castle with Bangarang! Same way he beat Roosh to win the title. Same way he pinned Samoa Joe. He beat Steve Macklin tonight. So my big matchup to announce tonight, folks, is that in just 2 weeks' time at Impact Sacrifice, on December 31st, the night before Death Before Dishonored, Dalton Castle and the boys will team up for a 6-man tag team matchup against Christopher Daniels and FTR. And if Daniels and FTR win, then Christopher Daniels the next night gets a shot at the Ring of Honor World Championship. But if Dalton Castle and the boys win, the boys will get a shot at the Impact Tag Team titles at Death Before Dishonor. So that is a big announcement there involving the Ring of Honor World title and Impact Sacrifice. That is only our second matchup of the night. We got plenty more coming up on Impact. Oh, hang on, here we go again. Backstage, Moose and Brian Cage, these monsters going at it again. They still have unfinished business from Rebellion. At this point, I feel like we just someone's gotta get some separation between them. Oh my god, a super kick from Brian Cage. I mean, I don't want to be the security guard that goes between them. So we're gonna try and get some people back there to stop this. We got more coming up right now, though. We got more action coming up next, folks, as the Knockouts champion Jordynne Grace is going to be in action as she prepares for Masha Slamovich at Sacrifice in a few weeks' time. She has to go one-on-one with Rosemary right now. So Rosemary making her way to the ring. Rosemary marching down to the ring. She's got a huge opportunity in her own right tonight to be in this, to take down the Knockouts champion. So Rosemary's made her way to the ring. Here comes the Knockouts champ. Here comes Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace has been a great champion ever since she captured the Knockouts title a few months ago. So let's go ahead and get this matchup going. Here we go. As Rosemary went for right hook, Jordynne Grace with a knee to the ribs. Now Jordynne Grace knocking her back. Jordynne Grace gets caught. Rosemary, snapmare, takes her down, hits the ropes, kicks her in the head, does Rosemary. Into a cover now on Jordynne Grace. For the win, one, no. Had a feeling she wouldn't get a win that quickly, but Rosemary, taking down the Knockouts champion nonetheless, grabs the arm of Jordynne Grace, kicks her in the side of the head, and again, and again. Jordynne Grace goes down. Rosemary grabs her. Jordynne Grace shoves her back now, and Jordynne Grace went for a double axe handle. Rosemary getting out of the way, gets caught. Jordynne Grace gets caught for a snapmare. Rosemary, drop kick to the head. And leg drop across the head of Jordynne Grace. Kicking her down now is Rosemary. Taking her down now. Jordynne Grace is back to her feet. Rosemary catches her. Snapmare again. Off the ropes. Drop kick to the head again. And now Rosemary grabs hold of Jordynne Grace, bends back the arm, and stops the arm. Taking her down. Grabs onto her now, and Rosemary with Jordynne launches her across the ring. And now Rosemary has got her right where she wants her. Rosemary into a cover. For the one. No. Rosemary grabs onto Jordynne Grace again, and Rosemary throws her over the top rope. Out to the floor goes Jordynne. Jordynne Grace is down. Rosemary. What is she thinking here? Rosemary. Well, the referee telling her to stay back. Game of cat and mouse there for a moment. Rosemary. Jordynne Grace telling her to come on, get back in the ring. Oh, what a clothesline connects there from Grace. And now the Knockouts champion appears to be on a roll. She hits the ropes. Oh! Rosemary dodged the attempted clothesline. Grabs a hold of the champion, lifts her up, and slams her into the mat. Down she goes. Into a cover. Rosemary for the 1, 2, no. Kick out from Jordynne Grace. Rosemary now tries to shove her back. Jordynne Grace clotheslines her again. Into another. And now Grace ducks her, hits the ropes. Got her with that one. Rosemary goes down in the heat. Jordynne Grace gets her up to her feet. Scoops her up overhead. And Jordynne Grace with a military press into a standing moonsault. Connects. And now Jordynne Grace going to look to wrap it up. Pulls Rosemary in for the Grace Driver. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, Jordynne Grace storms her way to a win. Continuing to show why she is the Knockouts champion is Jordynne Grace. A big win there for Jordynne Grace tonight, taking down Rosemary. The Knockouts champion wins in dominant fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, one match left tonight. It's Matt Cardona versus Josh Alexander, and that matchup comes up next. Well, here we go, folks. It is time for the main event. Can you tell I took a break? Got myself a little more hyped up. Here comes the digital media champion to the ring. Here comes Matt Cardona. He defends that digital media title in 2 weeks, 16 days. He defends that digital media title against Jeff Jarrett. Yeah, I don't really get it either, but somehow, some way, here we are. Matt Cardona making his way to the ring. Matt Cardona has been pretty much, with the exception of a little 2-week gap where Danhausen grabbed the championship from him, Matt Cardona has pretty much been the digital media champion since the start of Impact Wrestling. Very different shows, Xander. So Matt Cardona making his way down to the ring. The digital media champion holds the title up. Cardona's ready for battle, but is he going to be ready to take down the #1 contender to the Impact World title, a man who is yet to lose a singles match in the LS11 Universe? Josh Alexander, the walking weapon, making his way to the ring. Josh Alexander marching his way down to the ring. Josh Alexander and Matt Cardona. This is the first time we're ever seeing these two go face to face in the LS11 Universe. So Alexander's made his way to the ring. Cardona and Alexander one-on-one. Any further ado, here we go. Right hook from Cardona. Josh Alexander answers back immediately. Alexander, no. Cardona counters into a chop. Matt Cardona fires away on him with a right hook now, and Cardona hits the ropes. Went for a clothesline. Alexander countered. Now Josh Alexander grabs him, picks him up, and slams him down. And now Josh Alexander kicking down Cardona's legs. Josh Alexander takes down Cardona now, and Josh Alexander turns him over into a cover. Josh Alexander for the one. No! Kick out from Cardona. And there's another kick now. Matt Cardona gets caught. Cardona picked up and suplexed by Josh Alexander. Now Josh Alexander going up to the top rope. Alexander gonna look to fly. Splashes Cardona. Josh Alexander taking him down. Alexander goes for a kick, and Matt Cardona went for a clothesline. Hits the ropes, and Cardona. Oh, what a facebuster to Josh Alexander. And now Cardona getting him back up to his feet. Cardona sends him off the ropes. Flapjack takes him down. And now Cardona back to his feet. Josh Alexander counters and grabs him, kicks him in the ribs. Neck breaker. For another cover. Kick out again. Now Josh Alexander grabs onto Matt Cardona. Throws him into the corner. Cardona. No. Counter. Josh Alexander. Off the ropes goes Cardona. And now Cardona. Oh, dodges the attempted ankle lock. Knocks down Alexander. And Matt Cardona grabs him. Matt Cardona with a double underhook. DDT takes down Josh Alexander. Cardona getting him back up to his feet now. Cardona kick to the ribs. Matt Cardona, right hand to Alexander, grabs onto him, launches him across the ring, into the corner, forearm strike. And now Matt Cardona, whoa, looked like he was going to go for the boot. Josh Alexander, it's not where you want to be. If you're Cardona, he gets slammed down. And now Josh Alexander gets him up. Josh Alexander gonna look to tap out the digital media champion. Cardona's in some trouble here. Matt Cardona's in trouble. Cardona's in a lot of pain. Matt Cardona rolls it through. Radio silence connects to Alexander. Matt Cardona, dependable contender to the world title with the 1, 2. Josh Alexander kicks out. Now kicking him down is Matt Cardona. Josh Alexander now getting back up to his feet with a chop. Josh Alexander grabs onto him and throws him across the ring. Grabs hold of him again now. Josh Alexander dragging Cardona to the center of the ring. Goes around to the leg, turns him over, into another ankle lock. Cardona's in trouble. Alexander, grapevine. Josh Alexander with a grapevine on Cardona. Cardona turning it around now. Matt Cardona. Oh, kicks the knee. And again. And again. And now Matt Cardona grabs Josh Alexander and launches him out of the ring. Oh, wait a minute. Jeff Jarrett's back and Matt Cardona tell him to bring it on, but Josh Alexander gonna capitalize off of Jarrett's arrival. Grabs Cardona, pulls him in, and the C4 spike connects. Cover from Alexander for 1, 2, 3. Josh Alexander off the assist. Jeff Jarrett does it again. Once again has cost Matt Cardona a huge match here on Impact. What a win for the walking weapon. Oh, hang on a minute. There's the world champion. Listen closely, young challenger. You may have had your match with Cardona, and you might have just beat a sitting champion, but I promise you, you've never faced someone like me. Oh! Josh Alexander just punched Samoa Joe in the face. Oh, and Joe went for a kick. Alexander. Oh my God, Josh Alexander with a C4 to Samoa Joe. And just like that, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.